What up, Ronan? Welcome to Monday. And welcome to Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, the original, not the remake. Nature! Also, this music is fucking a vibe, man. It's just a fucking ambient mix I found that's supposed to be similar to Seven Heaven from the remake. But honestly, a vibe. But we are getting into it. And let me make sure I have this open so I can adjust volume. I have the volume turned way down because it was really fucking loud. But I'm gonna need you guys to let me know how it sounds. But for reference, I never fully played this game back in the day. I played it in demo form, and I played little bits with a buddy, but I never fully played it because I did not have a PS1. I never even had a PS2. My first PlayStation was a PS3. Now, don't get me wrong. I fucking knew Final Fantasy VII because I'm a millennial. There literally is not one of us walking the planet that doesn't know this fucking game. I have also played through and beaten the first part of the remake trilogy. I have not played Rebirth. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where everybody knows it, but a surprising limited number of people haven't played. Hello, nerd! You noticed what? Yes, I was not, because I was not home. I was off running. I was out of the house running errands much of the afternoon and evening yesterday. Yeah, I don't think I got home until like fucking almost 10:30 last night, my time. That is watching the VOD is what I will be doing after this stream when I'm working on stuff. Because I have finally finished up working on projects around the house, so I'll be able to sit down at my desk. Wow, you used to be a soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier? Aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was in Soldier, Jesse. But he quit and he's with us now. Didn't catch your name. Cloud. Cloud, huh? I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. Hell y'all doing? I thought you two never move in a group. Yep, good old Cloud Strife. Our target's the North Maka reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Soldier, huh? I don't trust you. Barrett. Yep, good old emo blonde boy. Husband, significant other. Their actual relationship status is a massive question mark, even as of Advent Children. Like, put it this way, we know he is in some sort of relationship with Tifa, and we know that at the very least, the kids look to him as kind of a dad. Yeah. Relationship status? Complicated as fuck. Yup. Now, to be fair, if you've only ever seen the original Advent Children, you will be understandably very fucking confused, because the original Western release of Advent Children left out so much that it was so fucking confusing. Complete at least answered several questions. Yeah, that's Yuffie. What one of the worst ninjas in video gaming. Little by little, the reactors will drain all the life, and that'll be that. Not my problem. Shrug. Planet's dying, Cloud. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come. Just the animation of why Iota. There it is. I always did love how in this game they made no attempt to make the environment like decipherable. Like the environment is just a background. It is just a pixelated background that your character is rolling around on top of. Oh my god, yeah! Some proper nonsense, that. Like, it's kind of the same energy that, like, I remember when people were obsessed with that when it came to, like, Lara Croft. Speaking of, you guys seen the first photos of Sophie Turner as Laura? Pretty much. It's kind of like people will find any excuse to complain. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Fine, I'll do it. Watch out. This isn't just a reactor. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up. Yeah, sorry. Like, I will say about Sophie as Lara, I think she looks the part. I just have no hope for it because I think Sophie Turner is a genuinely awful actor. Pretty much. Like really the only thing that Sophie has going against her when it comes to appearance is the fact that she's naturally a redhead, which means they either dyed her hair or she's wearing a wig. The bigger problem is, like I said, she's a dreadful actress. Like, for those who don't know Sophie Turner by name, she's the girl who played Sansa in Game of Thrones and the newer version of Jean Grey. Be careful! Jack while the tail's up! Ow! Oh crap! Oh shit. Potions! Come on. Got it! There we go. Da 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 da. Come on, let's get out of here. 10 minutes to detonation. Oh, god damn it. Cool. Moving on. Run away! Climb, 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 climb. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Come on! Alright. My leg got stuck. Thanks. Cool. Run away! Come on. There we go. Nope. God damn it! Leave me alone, you little fucks! Cool, cool. Run, run, run away, run away, run away. Which? Oh. Damn it! Leave me alone, you fucks! Well done, game. You've managed to stress me the fuck out within the first 10 minutes. That should keep the planet going. At least a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay, now everyone, get back. Yeah, Shinra is such a shitty company, and I don't even mean just in like a moral sense. I mean in a fucking like logical sense. And especially in AC. Fucking Rufus Shinra is a fucking idiot. Excuse me. What happened? You better get the fuck out of here. Really? I don't know what's going on, but alright. And by get out of here, I mean, get out of the city, get out of this Get out of this town. Get out of this fucking game. You want to live? Get the fuck out of here. Well, not directly, but he's definitely gonna get her killed. Dumbass. Shinra soldiers. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm fully healed. Okay, I'm cool. Ow! Yeah! You know, in reality, the Buster Sword would not even need to be sharp to be a deadly weapon. That size wielded competently, that thing could be duller than shit, and it's still gonna fuck someone up if you hit him with it. Ah! Run away, run away, run away. Shit! Fuck! Yep. Yeah, to be fair, Sephiroth's sword is likely not what killed Aerith. Well, I mean, it could have. Like, to some degree, she's gonna bleed out from that wound regardless. But it's more along the lines of, it definitely severed her fucking spine. Cloud, think he was killed? No way. Cloud. Say, do you think Cloud's gonna stay on and fight for Avalanche? How the hell would I know? Do I look like a mind reader? Y'all weren't such screw-ups. Hey, Barrett, what about our money? Nothing. Sorry. Yeah, paralyzed at minimum, and then left in the fucking water. What's up, bitches? Looks like I'm a little late. You're damn right you're late. Come waltzing in here, making a big scene. No big scene. Just what I always do. I love that text, but just fuck. Have it ever one word like that? You don't give a damn about no one but yourself. Le shrug. You were worried about me? What? That's coming out of your share, hotshot. Wake up. We're moving out. Follow me. Holy shit, he's jumping out of my monitor! No, he can. Barrett's just kind of an idiot. God, it's amazing how they took that model of Jessie and managed to conceive of what she looks like in the remake. Because, like, remake Jessie is fucking hot. Like, I'll say it. Last stop out of Sector 8 station. Last stop is Sector 7, train graveyard. Expected time of arrival is 12:23 a.m. Midgard Standard Time. Yeah, like, Barrett's kind of stingy, but he's mostly just kind of completely an idiot. This is why I hate the last train. Oh boy. Please don't bother the other passengers. Hey, Cloud, want to look at this with me? The map of the Midgar rail system. Let's look at it together, and I'll explain it to you. I like this kind of stuff. Bombs and monitors. You know, flashy stuff. I love when she gives 2 examples. Bombs and monitors. Who would win in a fight? Cloud or Steve? You mean Steve as in, like, from Minecraft? Or are you talking about a different Steve? That is entirely dependent on how much time they have to prepare. Because if Steve has the time to prepare and produce equipment, I think he puts up a good fight. If Cloud catches him, like, just random, with no time to prepare, Cloud claps him without even trying. Because here's the thing. Steve is unnecessarily strong. Like, if we apply physics to Minecraft, Steve is unnecessarily strong. However, he is still very killable. We know this, because the mobs can kill him. Maybe an hour? I think he lasts longer than you would expect, but he doesn't win. Because here's why. With an hour to prepare, like an hour of real-world time, and we assume that Minecraft mechanics work at the speed they do in the game, in an hour, he could probably get up to definitely iron kit, maybe a piece of diamond kit, but crucially, none of it would be enchanted, and he would have basically no potions. Meanwhile, Cloud, with an hour to prepare, can easily procure some decent buffing items like any of the armbands or the gloves, and can likely slot at least 2 good materia into the Buster Sword. Like, think about this. What's one of the things we know will kill Steve? Explosions. What is the materia that Cloud can get access to? The explosion materia. Speedrunner Steve has an hour. So, like, a Steve controlled by a speedrunner player. I think he still puts up a really solid fight, but I think at the end of the day, I don't see him beating Cloud, because here's the thing. A lot of people would make the argument of like, oh, but Steve can kill the Ender Dragon. Yes, but also, the Ender Dragon is a really simple boss that has predictable patterns, a noticeable weakness, and isn't very smart. Cloud, with time to prepare, has materia, potions, elixirs, possibly Phoenix Downs. And, just put it simply, Steve is unnecessarily strong, but has never shown any great, like, technique. I mean, after all, his primary combat strategy is this, with a blade that is only about the length of his arm. Cloud, on the other hand, is a trained soldier, like just a military soldier. He also received some amount of soldier training, meaning he's basically an elite special forces agent. And the simple fact of the matter is, he's got a sword longer than Steve is. Cloud hits him once, with the right materia, Steve is splattered across the environment like a bunch of pixels. Like I said, I think depending on time to prepare is entirely all that time to prepare does is tell us how long Steve lasts in the fight. I don't unless he truly like plans ahead, like unless Steve has like a ton of time. Pretty much. Yeah, like his sword is about the length of his arm, so it's really a short sword. And if we take its actual geometry into account, it is at best a poking weapon. Like if we extrapolate out from the pixelated imagery and assume the shape is what matters, that is a small sword. Like that is a traditional like European small sword, which is really good for poking. Problem is, you have to get really close to the person to poke them with it. And in order to get that close to Cloud, you run the risk of him cutting you in half with that fucking snowboard attached to a handle that he swings around. Like, if you want to see a good example of someone with Steve's technique and equipment versus someone like Cloud, go watch anything from Berserk before Guts gets the Dragon Slayer. Basically, before he starts fighting demons for fun. Because he wields a sword that is still fucking huge. And admittedly is duller than shit. And he encounters a number of guys who will use like rapiers and thrusting weapons. And his response is just smash. Honestly, the best example of what it's like to fight someone with a sword like Cloud is the sound effect they chose for Guts when he swings his sword in the most recent Berserk anime. It sounds like he's hitting them with a 3-ton frying pan. Like, it is genuinely... Like I said, the Buster Sword doesn't even need to be sharp. Getting hit with that thing is going to hurt. Because you're basically being hit with a fucking countertop made of metal. Actually, it being sharp honestly makes it better for whoever's being hit with it. Because if the blade is sharp with that much weight behind it, you're likely to not even feel it hitting you. Like, say we argue, for argument's sake, they have filed the edge of the Buster Sword to a razor's edge. Like, proper fucking, you could shave your arm hair with the thing. The size of that thing, if it hits you with a sharp edge, that sharp edge is just gonna rip through you like a knife through butter. It being dull is worse, because then it becomes less a cutting weapon and more a crushing weapon. Like, put it this way. A sharp-edged Buster Sword is likely to have you dead before you even feel anything. Like, it's gonna cut you in half so cleanly that you will be dead before either half of your body hits the ground. A dull Buster Sword is going to rip you in two like getting hit by a fucking snowplow. Actually, I wonder something. Hang on a second. Ah, that's why. I was gonna say, I wonder what the modern 7 remake is rated. It's rated T. I want to see what rated M for mature Final Fantasy VII is, because you know Barrett is just swearing constantly. Honestly, if they ever made a live-action Final Fantasy VII, I want Barrett to be played by one of two people. I want it to either be Terry Crews or Samuel L. Jackson. Just because Terry Crews looks the part and Samuel L. Jackson sounds the part. Actually, that's a better question I want answered right now. Hang on. Okay. Advent Children is PG-13. Means they get one F-bomb. Where do you put it? Got no money, or maybe because they love their land no matter how polluted it gets. They didn't. They did not. The closest they get is when the Turks are fighting the other two Sephiroth remnants. And the one whose name fucking escapes me at this moment says it's Genova's friggin' head. Like, that's obviously the easiest one. Is just swap that out for it's Genova's fucking head. But I feel like there's a better answer. That's a line that I thought of, like, who's been talking my fucking materia? Yo, get over here, all y'all. This mission was a success, but don't get lazy now. Our part's still to come. Don't y'all be scared of that explosion. Next one's gonna be bigger than that. Meet back at the hideout. Move out. We will allow that. Which fucker's been touching my material? That is good. Like, part of me feels like it is funnier to have it be someone like Yuffie. But also, one that kind of makes sense to me is right at the end. Like, right at the very fucking end. Have Cloud basically go, stay where you belong, in my fucking memories. Or, conversely, have Sephiroth respond with, I will never be a fucking memory. Okay, go on ahead. Ah! Marlene, not me. Marlene, aren't you gonna say anything to Cloud? Yeah. Oh no, what's the one? Fuck, hang on, I gotta look something up. There's a line in it that I wanna... Where's the line? Where's the line? No, I know where I put it. It's when everybody shows up in the airship and they see Cloud fighting Kadaj. And Barrett just go, he's got 10 fucking minutes. Well, Cloud, looks like everything went well. Did you fight with Barrett? Yeah. I should have known. He's always been pushing people around. You've always been in fights ever since you were little. I was worried. Tifa! So glad everyone's safe. Child. So, this is better. So, massive spoilers for a franchise that's 20 plus years fucking old. Yes, Cloud and Tifa were childhood friends. They grew up in the same town called Niflheim. And when they were younger, it's not clear as to whether or not they were going to become a romantic couple. But it definitely... Cloud definitely had interest in her. But he also had a massive confidence issue. Bro genuinely thought he was nothing. So he basically goes off to join the military in hopes of being better, being stronger, being able to come back and be like, I'm a badass now. But the next time he comes back, he is a regular Shinra soldier accompanying 2 soldiers. Those soldiers being Sephiroth and Zack. And Tifa immediately gets googly eyes for Zack. So Cloud just kind of goes, oh shit. Because he's wearing a helmet that completely obscures who he is. All you can see is like his nose and mouth. And he basically hides who he is from her. But there's this great moment because Tifa doesn't actually have googly eyes for Zack. She's just like, okay, this dude is a badass and is cool. And they actually talk about Cloud in front of him because neither of them know who he is. And then a lot of shit happens. Which, if you want to get a good idea of what happens, go either play or at the bare minimum watch the movie version, like the movie version of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Because Crisis Core is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Specifically, that follows Zack. And you get to see a lot of what happened. I will say this. I'm kind of glad that in Advent Children and in the remake, they made a conscious effort to make Marlene look a little bit more not so white. Yeah, he is 100% holding his daughter up by his giant gun hand. Yo, Cloud, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Is there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? None, I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Nature! Bold of you to assume there's CPS in this universe. Just look at fucking Advent Children. The amount of children that are just living on the street and no one seems to give a wet fart about them, whether they have the stigma or not. Oh, Jesus! Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. Don't forget that your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Don't get no ideas about hanging on to Shinra. He never was. So, that's one of those things of, he was never a member of the Soldier program. However, he is at least partially a soldier because of the experiments that Hojo did to him and Zack. So it's one of those things of, he never got the training, but he has the physical abilities. Wait, Cloud. Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. Don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. Basically, you can think about Cloud as if he was a Spartan from Halo who got all the augmentations and was able to use all the gear, but then got kicked out before he actually got the military training. Exactly. Cloud has only successfully killed Sephiroth on 2 occasions. Well, he's only ever soloed him twice. Once in AC, and then once during the Niflheim incident. And that is entirely just because he surprises the fuck out of the guy. So, like, literally, Sephiroth fights Cloud in the basement of this mansion in Niflheim. And Cloud is there, but he's just a soldier. Sephiroth beats Zack, and Cloud grabs the Buster Sword and just runs Sephiroth through, completely shocking him. Like, he doesn't kill him, but he does beat him. Because Sephiroth has no idea it's coming, and suddenly the Buster Sword is coming through his midsection. Yeah, it's one of those things of, you gotta, good example, again, from Crisis Core, that shows the gap between someone like Cloud and someone like, and an actual soldier, is if you go and watch the fight between Sephiroth, Angel, and Genesis. Those are 3 soldier class 1s. Those are 3 elite super soldiers, and they fight on par. None of them really start to lose until both Sephiroth and Genesis start going a bit too hard. Cloud doesn't beat Sephiroth in AC, even in AC, until he goes all out and drops all pretense of survival. Yep. The Omni Slash, specifically version 5. Yeah, back then. I thought you would never come. I was getting a little bit cold. There are confirmed to be 8 versions of the Omni Slash, though we've only ever seen 3 of them. We've seen version 5, 6, and 8. With 8 only existing in Smash. Because Omni Slash version 8 is Cloud's final Smash when he uses it on anyone other than Sephiroth. Because when he uses it against Sephiroth, it reverts back to Omni Slash version 5. Because that's the version he uses against him in Advent Children. So, like, this is what I was talking about. This is Cloud and Tifa as basically teenagers in Niflheim discussing, well, as he said, he's gonna leave for Midgar. Different from them. I'm not just going to find a job. I want to join Soldier. Gonna be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Yes, because let us never forget, Sephiroth was once a hero. Sephiroth. The great Sephiroth? Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I probably won't be able to come back to this town for a while. Well, yes, Sephiroth is and always was an ass. It's just a distinction of, at one point he was a heroic ass. Now he's just an asshole. Though he's less of an asshole than Genesis. Genesis was an asshole from day one. Hey, let's make a promise. If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you'll come save me, alright? What? If I'm ever in any trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to experience that at least once. What? God damn. I forgot how much of a dense motherfucker Cloud is, even before his brain gets scrambled. Boy was thicker than 2-day-old cold oatmeal. Every dime. Yeah, she saves his ass more times than he saves hers. Remember now, don't you? I promise. I'm not a hero, and I'm not famous. I can't keep our promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier. Technically. But come on, you gotta keep your promise. Look at fucking Barrett! Motherfucker's just like, I'm not using the elevator, I'm climbing out. Wait a sec, big time Soldier. Promise is a promise. Here. 1,500. Nice. My pay? Don't make me laugh. What? Then you got the next message lined up? I'll do it for 3K. What? Okay, it's okay. Really hurting for help, right? It's for Marlene's schooling. 2,000. Thanks, Cloud. God. Cloud is dense. It's a miracle the boy can swim. I'm pretty sure if you threw his ass in water, he'd just sink. Good morning, Cloud. Yes, he is. But that's entirely... That's almost entirely down to the fact that right now, he does not fully remember who the fuck he even is. I don't know what you mean. I'm going this time. So, here's the thing that happens with Cloud. Actually, I need to... Hang on one second. I gotta turn down this music a bit. This is loud for me. There we go. Okay. That's better. So, at some point after the Niflheim incident, Cloud and Zack get captured and experimented on by Dr. Hojo. As part of it, Cloud sort of went catatonic. Like, his body couldn't handle the experiments. And as such, when Zack was keeping him company while he was catatonic, Zack would tell him stories. Cloud's brain, in its broken state, eventually started to basically take Zack's memories and overlay himself onto them. That's why a lot of the cuts, a lot of moments in Cloud's life that he remembers aren't actually his memories. Like, in his mind, he came back to Niflheim with Sephiroth as a soldier and fought Sephiroth as a soldier, when in truth, he was just a member of the Shinra military, and Zack was the one who fought Sephiroth. But he can't remember, but for a long time, he couldn't remember who Zack was. He just thought, he forgot that Zack and him were separate people. So, like, at this point in his timeline, Cloud is still struggling to separate the real Cloud from the Cloud that is taking on Zack's memories. Target Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. I'll fill you in on the train. Yo, Cloud. For the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. Don't really know how to use materia. I'll give you that materia we found. Just teach me how to use it. Okay, I'll explain it. First, access the menu. Press menu to bring up the menu. Like this. Select each menu by using OK. Just push cancel. Now you're in this menu. Select who you want to use it. Now look at our weapon here. Each weapon and armor has slots in it. Choose which slot you want to put materia in. Now select the materia you want to use. If you want to know what its effect is, line the cursor up with the check in the menu. And push the OK button. Just like selecting battle commands. Line the cursor up with magic. Yep. Okay. I thought it was going to be a cutscene. I didn't realize it was going to be an actual tutorial. I know how to do this from the remake. I know it is. But I didn't realize it was going to be a whole ass to full-on fucking tutorial. What's this? It wasn't that tough crap. I don't get it. You just handle the materia. God, I got a message from the weapon shop man upstairs. He has something he wants to give you, don't forget. Marlene, you watch the store while we're gone. Ah, yes. The small child will run the bar. It is in Midgar. Yeah. No one lives in Niflheim anymore. Niflheim was destroyed. Yeah, by Sephiroth. We'll actually see the event during this game. We'll see the moment when Sephiroth learns the truth about his history and handles it poorly. Yo! This ain't no private car, so split up! Hoodlums again. God, don't I just have all the luck? No, Genesis and Angel did not destroy Niflheim. Genesis had a hand in it. I said you say something. Well, that's the thing. Jenova is both every soldier's mother and also none of their mothers. Basically put, Jenova is an alien who, when she arrived on their planet, Shinra figured out how to use her cells to create soldiers. Sephiroth misinterprets this and basically goes, oh, well, she's my mother. Because Sephiroth has no idea who his actual mother is, because, fun fact, he doesn't have one. He's a clone. Genesis and Angel actually have actual family. Sephiroth was a clone fetus that was implanted with Jenova cells. It's the reason he is so insanely powerful. It's because, unlike every other member of Soldier who is a human, is basically an enhanced human, Sephiroth is the closest to being... from what I remember, I don't remember exactly who he's a clone of. I forget. It's been a while. I'm gonna look up and try to remember who Sephiroth is a clone of. I'm gonna have to look it up I'm gonna have to look it up later. But I'm like 99% certain that if I remember correctly, Sephiroth is a clone who was later implanted with Jenova cells, which is why he really sees her as his mother. Type A security alert. Yeah, us. That's right. He wasn't a clone. He was they were attempting to create him as a replicant. I always get that. I always get that confused whether or not he was a clone or if he was just meant to be a replica. Technically, they're not even his clones. They're just kind of like after effects of him. Yeah, like Kadaj, Laz, and Yazoo aren't necessarily his clones. They're like just remnant bits of him. I think. Scary, huh? But now. Yeah. It's basically like when Sephiroth became what he becomes at the end of this game, he sort of stops being any sort of human, and all the rules kind of go out the fucking window. Leader always stays till the end. Don't worry about me. Just go. Yo, don't go getting your spiky ass hurt. You need the mission. Yay! Later. You take care of the rest. Woo! Good. So far, everything's going as planned. Dumbass. Don't let your guard down until we get to Sector 5 reactor. Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse got everything ready for us, so move it! Reactor's just down this tunnel. Apparently getting caught was part of the plan. That's one damn tiny hole. Telling me to squeeze into that to get under the plate? No way. So Clad, what we gonna do? Seems to be anything that'll get us stuck in this duct. Okay, but if we go down this duct, we won't be able to come back. Don't be wasting time. Never know when Shinra will find us. He's gotta go. Fine. Damn, man, that thing gives me the chills. Going in the hole. Yeah. Barrett's fat ass might get stuck. Jesus! Woo! Wait, Cloud, this way. The reactor's up this ladder. Oh, yeah, 100%. Real world physics, one rocket would have iced any of them. But, this be a video game. Sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I modified your ID card, and that's what did it. Did my best, but I failed. Well, congrats. Game? There we go. Like, why are you not letting me save at the save point? Damn it. Uh... Hell bubbles! Ba-da-ba-da. From hell! I will say, though, I honestly need to find a rip of the fucking victory theme ringtone that they use in Advent Children, because it's fucking awesome that they use it. Not sure. Whee! Oh god. She really should be. Hey, Tifa leveled up. Probably. Tentacle drain. Oh no. Oh, yep, here we are. Here's some flashback. Anything Final Fantasy VII related nature. That victory jingle is literally tied to this franchise so deeply. Like, if you've watched Advent Children, it's the ringtone that Laws uses. You know, when he's fighting Tifa in the church and he gets a random phone call? That da 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 da. That's his ringtone. Damn, man, get a hold of yourself. All right. Tifa. No, forget. Come on, let's hurry. "10 minutes. Time to run like hell." I would not be surprised if they haven't reused the jingle elsewhere. Hmm. The fact that it's made by Naughty Dog kind of doesn't surprise me. They are somewhat want to use other people's work. They're not. They're known for referencing things. Hey, Tifa leveled up again. Yaha! Damn it! Right before the save point. Oh, I will say that victory tone does get mildly annoying the more you hear it. Uh-oh. Fuck! What the hell's going on? Trap. Shinra? Is the president here? You all must be. What was it? Avalanche! Don't you forget it! So you're President Shinra, huh? Long time no see, sir. Long time no see. Oh, you. You're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. I knew you'd be exposed to Mako from the look in your eyes. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? Cloud. Forgive me for asking, but I can't be expected to remember everyone's name. Unless you become another Sephiroth. I don't know why I'm making him Southern, but I fucking am. Oh, Sephiroth. It was brilliant. Perhaps too brilliant. Sephiroth? Don't give a damn about none of that! This place gonna go up with a big bang soon. Serves y'all right. And such a waste of good fireworks just to get rid of vermin like you. Vermin? That's all you could say? Vermin? Jinra's the vermin for killing the planet. Guess that'd make you the king vermin, so shut up, you jackass! You are beginning to bore me. I'm a very busy man, so if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner I must attend. Dinner? Don't give me that. I ain't even started with you yet. But I've made arrangement for a playmate for you all. What's that noise? The hell is that? Meet Airbuster, a techno soldier. Our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data he'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in future experiments. Techno soldier. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, President! Yo, Cloud, we've got to do something about him. Help, Cloud! This is from Soldier? No way. It's just a machine. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna bust him up! Jeebus! Turn function non-operational. Rear gun. I've got ass guns, bitches. Oh boy. Gonna blow! Let's go, Tifa! Parrot, can't you do something? Not a damn thing! Cloud, please don't die. You can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you. I know, Tifa. Hey, you gonna be alright? You worry about yourselves, I'm alright. But take care of Tifa. Alright, sorry about all this. Stop talking like this is the end. Okay, hold on. No. Well, this sucks. You alright? Can you hear me? Yeah. Back then, I only got scraped knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? By back then. What about now? Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself now. I'll try. Oh, it moved. How about that? Take it slow. Little by little. Hello? Hello? Oh. Hey, who are you? Hello, hello? Ow! If Cloud is anything, he's durable. Bro fell 50 meters through the roof of a building. Hello there. This is a church in the Sector 5 slums. You just fell from above. You really gave me a scare. Came crashing down? Oh. The roof and the flower bed must have broken your fall. You're lucky. Flower bed. Is this yours? Like I said, boy is dense. It's alright, the flowers here are quite resilient. This is a sacred place. They say grass and flowers won't grow in Midgar. But for some reason, they have no trouble blooming here. Yeah, because for some reason this random-ass church is a nexus of the life stream. Literally! Never explained. Across 7 Advent Children Complete, Crisis Core, Decidua, never, ever in any of Final Fantasy VII is it ever explained why this one random-ass church in Midgar is a nexus of the life stream. Oh. So we meet again. Don't you remember me? Yeah, I remember. You're selling flowers. Oh, I'm so happy. You didn't buy any flowers from me, though. Well, that's okay. Hey, do you have any materia? Yeah, some. Nowadays, you can find materia anywhere. Mine are special. Good for absolutely nothing. Good for nothing? You just don't know how to use it. No, I do. It just doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was my mother's. Hey, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it? After all, here we are meeting again. Yeah, man. Wait here. I've got to check on my flowers. It'll be just a minute. Oh. Now that you mention it, we don't know each other's names, do we? My name is... And the one moment that launched a million debates! And this is entirely down to the fact that when you translate her name from Japanese, the kanji used at the end of her name can produce either a TH sound or an S sound, depending on pronunciation and about 40 other factors. So, the fun part is, it is both. Her name can be pronounced Aerith or Eris. However, it has been confirmed that her name is supposed to be Aerith. That is the correct English pronunciation. So I rectify it. Funny how they've never fixed that in all the even in like, this is the Steam release of the game, by the way. I'm not playing this on an emulator. I am playing this native on my PC, downloaded from Steam, and they never fixed that file. Oh, there he is. What is your name? Fuck me. I forget your name. Been a bodyguard? You can do anything, right? Yeah, that's right. Then get me out of here. Take me home. Okay, but it'll cost you. Okay, then let's see. How about if I go out with you once? Love how that's considered appropriate payment. Don't know who you are, but you don't know me. I know you. Oh yeah? I know you. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shut up, Shinra spy! Reno! That's his name! I knew his name. I knew it started with an R, but I couldn't remember. Want him taken out? I haven't decided yet. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. Bye! The exit is back there. Later, bitch! They were Mako eyes. Yeah, alright, come on, get to work. You're just... Oh. Don't step on the flowers. You just stepped on them yourself. They're ruined. You're gonna catch holy hell. Wow, that one. I know. Looks like they aren't gonna let us go. What should we do? Well, we can't let them catch us, can we? There's only one thing left to do. Aerith, this way. Alright, I'll hold them off. Right, make sure they don't get through. The ancient's getting away! Attack, attack, attack! Aerith! Think we killed them? They never should have fought us. Cloud, help! Damn! What's that? Hold on a minute! Drat! Come on. Hey! Fuck him. Got him. Push the barrel. Oh, Cloud, what are you doing? Whack! Whack! Just bashes him in the head with a giant stick. Yes, she is. Damn it! Yes, Aerith is a Cetra descendant. She's called an ancient. I love the sound effect for when she hits them. Just whang! It sounds like she's hitting them with a giant metal pipe. What's the difference between her and Tifa? Are you talking, like, in the narrative or in the game? Because in the game, Tifa is a melee brawler who can do magic, whereas Aerith is a support caster who can do a little melee. Oh, as an ancient? Aerith will likely live significantly longer. She does not need materia to cast magic, and can actually influence the life stream. Damn it, I pushed the wrong barrel each fucking time. Oh, time to whack with a pole. There's also the fact that, as an ancient, Aerith is technically not a human. Whereas Tifa is just a regular-ass person. In terms of, like, specialized beings, Tifa is one of the only truly normal ones of the group. She possesses no truly unique abilities. She has not been modified. She has not been augmented. She's just a person. Kinda. She definitely is, as of this point in the story. Simply because at this point, Cloud is not, like... Bro has not yet fully unlocked his abilities. Honestly, that's something that the remake did a lot better in showing that Tifa is just a very adept person. Whereas Cloud is something special. Yes, he doesn't have his Omni Slash at this point, but to be fair, his Omni Slash is sort of like an ultimate trump card. Realistically, that technique is unnecessary to fight basically anybody besides Sephiroth. Honestly, as long as someone had stopped the bleeding, she likely would have healed herself naturally. Especially by that point in the story, because by that point, we knew that what she had in her hair was a white materia. Basically, a instant healed ability. It's basically one of those things of... Yeah, like, basically, if she hadn't been allowed to sink into the ocean, into the water, likelihood is she would have survived. However, here is the key thing. When it comes to the narrative of the story, Aerith has to die. And I don't just mean for the purposes of proceeding along Cloud's storyline. I mean in the sense that Aerith dying and being allowed to sink into that pool of water allowed her essence to merge with the life stream and is part of what allows them to eventually heal the planet, and what also allows them to eventually heal those with the stigma. Like, here's what you gotta understand. The life stream by itself is sort of asympathetic to the humans on the planet. Like, yes, it gives them life, but also doesn't really give a shit about them. But once Aerith is allowed to die and her essence is suffused into the live stream, she sort of starts to guide it in a more altruistic mean direction. Okay, cool. Here's the save point. No! God damn it. That's why a lot of, like... Yeah, she's the reason. It's also the reason why when Kadaj hears her voice as he's dying, he thinks it's his mother. Because to some degree, she sort of has become the mother. But, perfect. Here's the save point. It is 7 o'clock. I am not going super late like I did on fucking Saturday. That was nuts. Yeah, I know. I didn't get my potion. They stole it. Buggers. But we are going to go raid Mr. Gaijin Goomba.
You gotta go to your notifications.
Yeah. Okay, let's jump to the full screen. Get the raid ready to rock and roll. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out the stream. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that follow button. Lets Twitch know you like what I'm doing. Lets you know when I go live. Also, make sure you follow on Twitter and join the Discord. The button's below. I post stream updates, thoughts, teases, ideas, random shit. Ask your opinion about stuff. Check it out and join the community. Also, if you feel like it, hit that subscribe button. Get access to all of our awesome emotes, request privileges for our reactions, discount in the merch store when that's back up and running. Plus, you get ad-free viewing and you support the channel. But if that's not your style, you can always support through the tip jar, Patreon, and Throne gift buttons down below. Nothing is ever expected, guys, but everything is always appreciated. Speaking of Patreon, big shout out to my patrons, especially those with the Ronin Blade Master tier and above. You guys keep this show running. Also, shout out to Alstamal Gaming, Ben's Berserk, Nerdaproud 101, Spooky Kiki, and Capitan! Alst and Ben are two good buddies of mine here on Twitch. Go check their channels out. Nerd is my amazing moderator, guest host, co-star, video collaborator. He's my video editor, a good friend, and a YouTuber currently playing through the Mass Effect franchise. He also just did a D&D one-shot on Twitch, so go check his stuff out. I think it's a one-shot. Nerd, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong on that. Kiki and Captain are my awesome artists. They keep this place looking pretty. Kiki's also a Twitch streamer and a mod. She's primarily plays horror-ish games on Fridays, so go check her stuff out. But with that being said, guys, we will be back. And guess what? Once again, it's not going to take a dog's age before you see me again. Because we're going to be back tomorrow, returning to Mass Effect 2. Finally. I'll be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. GMT. It will be a very chill stream because it's going to be a lot of resource collecting. Because I need it. But with that being said, guys, till I see you again, I've been Demon. You've been the Ronin. You guys are awesome, as always. And I will see you next time. Yeah, I gotta do all the probe resources. Fun. See you tomorrow, guys. Safe journeys.